Hello everyone, myself Monisha Chare and I'm legal intern at Lexis and Company. Today I'm here to talk to you about the recent judgment given by Supreme Court on dowry death cases. So basically, before talking about it, we have seen and heard about many crimes against the women, and that due to the dowry is very common. Women are facing problems and crime against them are increasing. Section 304A talks about the dowry death in Indian Penal Code, and Section 113B of the Indian Evidence Act state the presumption as to dowry death. In the name of dowry, family are torturing women, and at the end it leads to the death of the woman. So basically, what is dowry death? Section 304 of Indian Penal Code talk about the dowry death. It states that if a woman dies within 7 years of marriage by burns or bodily injury, or it was revealed that before her marriage she was exposed to cruelty or harassment by her husband or any other relatives of husband in connection for demand of dowry, then the death of the woman will be considered as dowry death. Punishment for the dowry death is minimum sentence of imprisonment for 7 years or maximum sentence of imprisonment is for life. So recent judgment in this case was Satbir Singh versus State of Haryana. So we will discuss about the fact of the cases. Accused Satbir and his wife, who was victim in this case, their marriage took place on 1st July 1994. After 1 year of marriage, on 31st July 1995, victim's father received a call that his daughter is in critical condition at hospital. After the call, the father, mother, and brother of the victim rushed to the hospital. After arriving at the hospital, they got to know that their daughter is no more. After 1 year of marriage, Satbir's wife died because of the burning caused by cruelty and harassment given by Satbir and others. Victim's father filed a case against her husband and her brother-in-law under Section 304B and 306 of Indian Penal Code. It talks about dowry death and abetment to suicide respectively. Victim's father said that they gave less dowry to the family due to which they were torturing her. On 11th July 1997, when the trial court found Satbir and his brother guilty for the offence under Section 304B and 306 of IPC and gave them rigorous imprisonment. So they were punished with 7 years for dowry death and 5 years for abetment of suicide. Overall, 12 years of imprisonment was granted to them. In 1998, accused filed appeal in Punjab and Haryana High Court against the trial court judgment, and after 10 years of appeal in 2008, High Court dismissed their appeal. After this, the appellant, the party, the accused, appealed to the Honorable Supreme Court. They took support of the Article 136 of Indian Constitution, which talk about the special leave to appeal by the Supreme Court. In this case, on 28 May 2021, Supreme Court issued 12 guidelines. They were: explain the word soon before her death. It means when a woman faces harassment and cruelty for dowry and dies, there should be a connection between the cruelty, dowry, and death of the woman. Section 304B must be interpreted while knowing the true intention of legislature. Prosecution must establish the ingredient of Section 304B, and after that rebuttal presumption provided under Section 113B of Indian Evidence Act operates against the accused. Section 304B does not ensure the pigeonhole approach given by the settlement. Quote, Court should ensure extra care while interpreting Section 304B and Section 113B. Trial court should carefully interpret Section 313 of CRPC, which talks about the power to examine the accused. The court must put incriminating circumstances before the accused seek his response. Judge should consider the Section 232 of CRPC and he must be carefully uses if court knows if there is no need of acquittal of the accused. The court should consider the evidence of the defense in case if court knows if there is no need of the acquittal of accused. Trial court should ensure balanced trial such as right of speedy trial. Trial court should grant punishment according to the related guidance and offense. In case of dowry there should be extra caution which is ensured by court for preventing any grant of punishment to an innocent person. As we can see that in some cases it's seen that even in the in-laws or other relatives who are not involved are punished for the crime that is committed by other, not committed by, I mean to say that is not committed by them. So during investigation it should be ensured that the in-laws or relative who are innocent are not involved should not be punished for the crime that is committed by someone else in their family. So the court held the judgment that the prosecution had insufficient evidence to prove the factum of suicide beyond reasonable doubt. The presumption under Section 113A Evidence Act is not of much help for the prosecution. Therefore, conviction under Section 304B IPC was upheld and conviction and sentence under Section 306 of IPC was set aside. I hope you have understood this judgment. For more such topic and information, do subscribe to our channel and do not forget to like, share and comment. Thank you.